You are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Hello everyone. I believe we are live. We are live. Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. I know usually I'm designing on Saturday, but I had a celebration of life, so this week we are designing on Tuesday. We are live. So I was just reading the chat for everyone, and I'm not showing myself today because I went to go get my makeup and realized, well, I knew my hubby took my car today because mine's made for snow. And it was very slippery earlier today. There was lots of crashes, so he took my car, and I went out to get my car, and it was gone, but my makeup was in my car. So hello everyone. Yeah, so last night in our crafting Zoom, Jamie did an awesome card, but if you are a Patreon member and you missed it, do not worry because we did record it in Zoom. So we will have that available in the Melody Lane Crafting Zoom Room Facebook group. And that's the place where you'll get the project link and also watch the video back. I am pretty quiet. I don't know why. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have anything sitting on my computer. And let me look at the volume here. Yeah, volume's turned all the way up. All right, let's go back to this here. Hope everybody's staying warm where you are. Today's one of those days I cannot get warm. I have hoodies and socks and put on more socks and then went with my heavier hoodie and pants, and I'm like, I just cannot get warm. And I found this too funny. To relieve stress, I do yoga. Just kidding, I craft in my yoga pants because that is so me. That is exactly what I do. If anybody else can relate to that. Oh my gosh, Mindy, beef stew sounds amazing, and it would warm me up. I would love that. Lucy Lou can't get enough of the cold. She wants to go out there and lay in the snow and play in the snow, and I'm like, she's making me cold watching her. Oh, Jamie, don't even speak those words. We are not. I'm just so cold, and I don't know why. All right, so for today's, today I wanted to design I'm going to go ahead and delete that because we don't need it. I'm going to go ahead and design a interactive maze Valentine's Day card. And I had originally seen this idea on maybe Instagram Reels, and I thought I saved it, but I hadn't saved it. But it was a lady who made cards by hand. She didn't use a die cut machine or anything, and she made a cute little maze on there, and I was like, oh, that's a cute idea. So I thought we would go ahead and make that. So first I want to start with a card base. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over to shapes. I have no idea why. Volume. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a square here. And then I'm going to do a 5x10 card, or 5x10. I'm going to do a 5x7 card. So I'm going to do 7x10. Oh. The sound my stomach's just made. I'm like, did you guys hear that? Luckily volume's low because that was wild. Okay, I'm going to unlock this actually because it is a square. So if I want to change the scale, I have to unlock it there. So we're going to do the width 10 and we'll do the height 7. Do I want to do it this way? And actually, I'm going to go ahead and rotate this. So 2 ways to rotate. You can go out to the corner and rotate, or you can go ahead here and just put in your degrees, which I wanted to rotate at 90 degrees. Oh, you can't see our canvas. She is sharing the wrong screen, I think. Hold on here. Let me see what it's showing. It should be showing my whole display. This is bizarre. Hold on, guys. I don't know why it's not showing. See if it fixes itself. No canvas. I'm giving it a second to see if it catches up because it should be on my... Here we go. Okay. Now you guys can see the canvas. That would probably be the step one. That would probably help a lot. Otherwise, it's just like you just get to imagine what I'm creating. Okay, so first I started with a rectangle and I unlocked it and made it 10 by... Does that say 17? It does say 17. That is not correct. We're going to go 7 on that. Now we can go ahead and rotate it and I can show you guys that. So rotation has 2 ways, where you go out to the corner and you see the little curve there and you can turn it, or you can go right over to rotation here and then put in the degrees. But it's already at 90 because I changed it, so I can change it to 180 and then it will turn it sideways. Yay! All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make the background of this red actually. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab another shape. Well, let me go ahead and grab a score line first. So we're gonna go to shapes, grab a score line. And then I'm just gonna go ahead, drag the mouse over both of these and align and center. And I know it's center, although to me it looks like it's a little off to the side, but I know it's not. That's just my eyes. And I'm gonna go ahead and attach that there. Shrink that down. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and grab another rectangle, and this is gonna be going on the front. Oh, let me change this, hold on. One thing at a time here. Let's do this. I need to change that to a score line. Otherwise, I did not change that to a score line and it's just going to cut my card in half. And that is not what we want to do. I want some of the red showing, so I think like that will be good. But on here, I'm going to go over where my line is attached. And here you can see the line as a cut. So I'm just going to click that. Go up here to operation, and then we are going to turn that to... Oh. I was like, why can I not score on this? That is because I have my machine set to Joy Extra. So make sure you have the right machine selected, because depending on what you want to do, it may not work on that. So I'm going to switch this over to my... Let's do Maker 3. Now when I put it on Maker 3, I can go over to my cut. Now I can go ahead and choose all these other options I didn't have before because they weren't available on that machine. So I'm going to go ahead and choose score. Hello, hello. Hello, Cheryl. Thanks for dropping in. All right, now this I'm going to make... This square, let's go ahead and make it like a white because I want to draw on it for part of it. Okay, so my whole idea is to make this a maze here with some cute little animals. So first let's start with the animals. So and you could use whatever kind of animals you wanted. Penguins I thought would be cute, bears, you could do dogs, you could do gnomes. There's so many different ones, but I thought koalas would be super cute. And I think this koala here is adorable. Adorable. Okay. And I want a girl and a boy because my thought is we can have 2 of them. And let me go ahead and add that one. And then here it shows me more like it, which this guy, and I can change the color. He's like the perfect little, he's got a little bow tie and everything. Okay, so I'm going to bring these down here because first I want to work on my little koala couple because my whole plan is, let me flip this, flip horizontally here. Okay, I'm going to take these apart and make them have half a heart, and then there's going to be a maze here. you know, and then when you get it over to the other one, then their heart becomes whole. So that. All right, so first I'm going to work on this one here. And I'm just going to duplicate everything first because that's what I do. We have an extra of anything I may possibly need. Okay, and I want to go ahead and slice through the heart like a jagged edge, like a broken line. Thanks, Gloria. I hope so. I sure hope so. Okay, so let's go to images. And I need a broken line. Like this right here is perfect. This jagged broken line. So I'm going to go ahead and click to add that to my canvas. And then when you have this up, you can go ahead and collapse this by hitting the little arrow here or just hitting on images. I'm going to shrink this down here. Now I'm going to have several layers I have to cut this through too. Let me zoom in here so we can see these more. And once I get it about size right, you do want to make sure it goes through all the way, because I was playing with some things beforehand and I made it just not long enough so it wouldn't let me contour it. So just make sure it's going past. Otherwise it won't give you separate pieces to contour out. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and ungroup the koala here. I am going to duplicate that line also. Okay, now we have all the pieces here of the koala. So I'm gonna grab this one here. Select that one, and then I'm going to slice. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to duplicate that too. So now we have this piece here, which I can go ahead and contour, and then we'll be able to take half the heart off. That sounds awful. Take half the heart off. So we can go ahead and click here to hide that contour. And then the male koala is going to hold that side of that. Yay, Alex, you made it! So Alex, I'm making a maze, and they're gonna have two little koalas with half a heart, and when they come together in the maze, they have a whole heart. Okay, so we went ahead and sliced that one. I'm just gonna move that one out of the way, and I can delete. I'm not gonna delete that yet, because I do need one for the half of the heart for the other koala. So now I can take the same. Oh, don't need that one. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to, oh. When you slice through, I will say this, it looks like it's grabbing close to this zigzag, but what it's grabbing right here is the little piece it cut off the top and the bottom. So make sure when you go to slice, it's not grabbing that piece. You can actually just delete that piece. Then you can grab this piece, that piece there, and then slice. And what I want to see is what I was talking about earlier with it not going all the way through. Let's go down here to contour. And see, that's what's happening here. It is so close at that bottom to coming through, but it's not, so it's only one piece. So I'm going to go back and undo. Hopefully that's all one piece still. Is it? Or is it already sliced? Well, actually, let's just take this and I'll show you how to, if you get one like that, what you can do. We can easily just go ahead, take another shape, because I could change it, pull it down, but then it's going to affect the zigzag for the heart, and I want to make sure it all fits together like a puzzle. So I'm just going to grab a square here. All I had to do was go live. Now I'm burning up. I've been freezing all day. Now I just like took my hood down. I'm like, I don't need 2 pairs of socks on. are a great friend. Oh, that's nice, Alex. This is such a little area to slice out here, too. So little. I just need to separate those two pieces is all it needs to do there. See if I slice that. Let's pull these away. Now let's look at the contour. Yay! Now we have the two separate pieces again. So I can go ahead and click this and hide that because we don't need that one. I'm gonna pull that out of the way. Whoosh. And then the last section we have to slice on this is the black. So then we can go ahead and hit slice there. And it's going to do the same thing with the contour. Nope. That worked perfectly. So then we can click that. So we have half of our cute little koala here. And let's put her back together. Bring to the front. And then we can go ahead and bring this to the front. Nope, it's not selecting it as that. There we go. And then we do not need, trying to grab that little zig right there. We don't need that anymore because we went ahead and sliced through. So we can go ahead and delete all of these that you don't need. You could group them all together and get rid of them too, which would be the quicker option, definitely. Okay. So then we are left with, we got that one done. So now we need to go over to our boy koala. We're gonna go ahead and delete that. And let's bring our boy over and we're gonna change him some. So, and we are gonna need this half a heart. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna contour this, and now I want the right side of the heart because this koala is gonna, the boy koala is gonna hold it. Now let's go to this koala and ungroup. I do not need the big heart, so we're gonna go ahead and take that away. It took his little bow tie away. Oh no! Don't lose your face, buddy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and group that together. And I want it somewhat kind of closer in size, so I'm just gonna play with him. And I think he needs something right here because his belly is, it's like it's missing something. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a circle and weld that. But first, let's go into this. I'm gonna try to make them match like boy and girl. You can leave it like this, and it's really cute with the pink in the ears too. But I'm gonna go ahead and hide that. I'm gonna go ahead and make this gray. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make these black. And then we can, if we want to fill him in completely. Oh, I'll add a bow tie too. But you can contour him, but it's not allowing me to contour. As you see, there's no contour there. So let's just weld something to it first. Making him fatter? What am I talking about, Alex? Hold on. Gotta catch up. I get warm when I get live too. Oh. Making him fat. Oh, making the koala fatter. I had no idea what you were talking about. Yeah, like something happened to his stomach there. It's just not right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this. Oh, actually I need to weld to it anyway, so that works. I'm just gonna take this circle just to try to fill out his tummy a little bit. Like that. So we can take that. Let me duplicate that. And then I'm gonna hold shift, hold this down, and then we're gonna weld these two. There we go. Now you can click on him. Now he's contourable. He ate those corn muffins. I don't know, but corn muffins sound delicious. I love anything corn. Okay, and with this, we are just going to hide all contours. So that's going to give us just the, I almost said gorilla, the koala. Where did his eyes go? Hold on, let's go back a minute. I lost his eyeballs. Oh. Okay, let's go to contours. We'll hide all contours, but we need his eyes here. And his heart's gonna go over here. So it will go together. But I need to... I did this earlier playing with him. And I'm trying to remember how I went about... Let's just go back to here. Is he still grouped? Oh, because he's still grouped. His nose disappeared. We got his nose back, Mindy. No worry. I was like, where did everything go? The reason that happened is because I welded while it was grouped. So it just welded everything. So first I need to ungroup this. Then I can go ahead and grab this and weld this to the gray piece. There we go. Now he kept his, he kind of looks pregnant. That's okay. I'll fix that later. But he has his nose and ears. So we can go ahead and contour now. Now you can hit hide all contours. And this will be the back piece. Now he has a face. And now he has his little heart. So when they go together, they will make a heart. So we will put that on him like that. And then he does need a little bow tie, I think. So I'm actually just going to duplicate this. And hit contour. Because, remember, it still had that bow on there. So I'm just going to grab that as a bow tie. Shrink it down. And now he has a little bow tie. Okay, so we have our koalas, which was one step. Which, again, you can use whatever animals you want. I just think koalas are adorable. And I looked up cute animals, and I saw the little koala with a heart. And I thought, that was perfect. All right, now it's time to go up and create the maze. So how we're going to create the maze is just with shapes. So I'm going to go over here to shapes, grab a square. Now I'm going to turn this into a rectangle, and for the disc I'm using to slide it around, it can't be any bigger than 0.25. So I am going to, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this, and then we're going to make it a height of 0.25. And then, there we go. Then we are just going to take different ones of these, and we're going to create a little maze. So first I'm going to rotate this one. And when you create your maze, I'm going to have it say something on the front too. You want to think about where, that if you're going to have it say something, that you leave space for that, and so on. So you can just hit the arrows up here if you need it longer. That's good there. Then once you get one, I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate. And then we can go ahead and rotate this. I'm going to rotate it 180. But I don't need it this long. But you'll just make different pieces like this and adjusting them. This looks a little crooked to me, and I was like, that looks a little crooked. It's at 89.44. So if you want your line straight, you're either going to go 90, or to make it horizontally straight, it's going to be 180. Okay, and we can go ahead and shrink this down more. Oh, not that one. And then you can just map out your maze however you think. duplicate pieces, rotating them. Ooh. I did not want to do that. I accidentally, and be careful when you're doing this, that's very easily to do. Very easily. Very easy to do. Where you're rescaling it, so it was going to make it a different width, say. Alright, let's go ahead and duplicate this one. It's really just however you want to. I don't build mazes usually, so. Duplicate this. And then rotate it. There we go. At 0. And then just play with them how you want. But you want to put a couple dead ends at least. And as you do this, you may want to attach some of them. Yeah, that's what I thought. And it's like, this one is crooked, isn't it? It sure is, because it's at 269.3. What is that? I'm like, am I crooked or is it crooked? All right. Duplicate that. Anybody working on any projects this week? What is next? Go ahead and make that a little longer. Oh, a little longer. Then I want a little short decoy over here, so just grab from your pieces whether you need long or... Mm-mm-mm. 269. If you hold shift down while you're rotating it, it'll pull it to the desired angles too that people usually use. Ooh, new planner stickers. Yeah, yesterday was National Sticker Day, I seen. All right, went there. Let's go ahead and add another little one here. Anybody make stickers on National Sticker Day? I need to make my daughter some new ones for college because she starts her new semester of college in 2 days. And she's going to a new college. She is no longer doing Indiana University. She is going to Arizona State University because she gets it for free through Starbucks. Ooh, engraving, Sue? Yay! What are you engraving? That's exciting. Okay, and this one over here, so my whole idea is to put the koala in here. You kind of go around, and needs another little fake. That's not the right direction. And then you want to put another one off the end over here so you can have the koala that's waiting. Don't change the size, please. Okay. That's there. Now all of these pieces, you want to make sure you can zoom in. because you are going to weld or unite all of these pieces, but you do want to make sure that you don't have any that go past. Like on this piece here, I think it is good. But if you need to, you can use a line. So for this piece here, say I wanted, let's zoom in here so you guys can see more. Let's make sure I wanted to make sure this piece and this piece were exactly straight when they come together. I'd choose both and then hit align. And then we are going to align the bottom. And then that's going to put them together. But I usually like to hit attach after that. I mean, or you can even, let's say weld. Because if you move up and then you hit align too, it could be pulling them off. And then you're just going to have like little pieces you need to move because it keeps moving. But that might be, I'm going to do the same thing right here. So I'm going to select this one, and then I'm going to align the bottom. And this must be a little crooked. I don't know if you guys could see on there, but I knew it was a little crooked because when I chose both, here, I'm going to go back so you guys can see what I did there. When I selected both of these and I hit align bottom, if you can see this line right here, there's a little gap right there. That's because this is not straight. So, but once I rotate it, now it is. And then now we can go ahead and, I think all these lines look good though. How did that happen? Oh, I moved my white page. I'm like, how did everything move? All right, that moved. That's no biggie. We can put that back. Okay, and then once you think you have them all right and they are all aligned how you want, then you can go ahead and just start selecting them all. I think what's the easiest way to do this? I'm going to move these. This is going to be way easier than trying to select each one of those. I'm just going to move these out of the way. Now I can go ahead. Where did they go? What just happened? Did you guys see that? Okay. Now I can go ahead, take my mouse, drag it on all of it, and I'm now going to weld these. Now they are one piece. Now I can go ahead and bring this back up. And this back up. Thanks, Sue. Oh yes, Mindy. Save, 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 save. Oh, a pop-up fish theme card. Oh, like Melody's flower box card. That's awesome, Cheryl. You have to post that after you make that. I need to make more fishy stuff and ocean stuff. I love it. And I feel like, I don't know if I did, but I must have resized this somewhere when I grabbed it because it was a little different size-wise. It seems. So I'm just getting this size right first. Then we can go ahead and select the maze and then select this piece. And we are going to use the subtract feature here, because what subtract is going to do is the part that's overlapping is it's going to take it away. So that's exactly what I want to do. You could use slice also, and then just delete that, but you can do it in one move with hit and subtract. Now you're left with just that piece. I'm going to group these together just because I want to resize them, but I want to make sure I'm resizing them together, because if I resize just one, then the hearts aren't going to match up and all that. So we'll just pull them together for that. Bring them to the front. So, oh. Did I not group those together? I did not group those together. But I should have. All right, so I'm just gonna move these out of the way. I'm going to group these together. Okay. Now they are grouped together. Now if I need to adjust sizes. So I'm going to have this little guy waiting over here with the heart. Let's make him a little bigger. Like that there. I'm just going to duplicate this here because I just want to get the female by herself. I didn't have to really do that way, but I just thought it would be easier then. And then she'll start over here. Maybe. And her ears are a little bit big. Okay. I'm gonna go back over here and she needs to go in a little bit. Her ears are a little bit too wide. The spin and slides are 0.25, Mindy. They'll fit in a 0.25, so that's what I made the track there. Ungroup that. Group that together. I just want to get them separate, and then you can move them. And then, ooh, I don't need all that. Just this. Nope. The whole koala. Make sure it has everything highlighted there, and then hit group. There we go. Now we have her. I did it again, didn't I? I didn't shrink her ears down enough. Or I could, which I'll mess with that later. I'll just have to play with it and shrink it down because the whole point is I want her to fit on the track here, but her ear not go over. But we want to decorate the front too. We just don't want to leave it just like that. So I thought, let's add some hearts. And I wanted to do some hearts drawn. That's not how you spell heart. Some hearts drawn and then some hearts just cut out of, say, like red glitter cardstock. Shrink that down. That is a giant. Look how big this heart is, guys. That is wild. It's a 12-inch heart. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and shrink that down a whole bunch. A whole lot. And then you can add these in different areas, which over here I do want to put some writing. So I'm going to try to not put anything where I want to write on it. But you can duplicate, just hit Command D and duplicate. And then you can make them different sizes, go and rotate them. All of that fun stuff. Isn't it funny how when you do this, I feel like when I do these, because I always play beforehand to see what I want to do and make sure my ideas work out. And I always do them like, I feel like my favorite way the first time I do it. And then I try to recreate it and it's just not as good. It's just not as good. But I do have the other one I created, so I will show you guys that one soon. Okay, so I'll just put those hearts there, and then I did want to do some drawn hearts. So I'm going to go here, but I'm going to go ahead and filter. I want to make sure to get just draw. So I will click draw. And then I like these double 2-line hearts. Like that one there's good. Oh, I know what else I wanted to put on it. I totally forgot about. And I wanted to show that too, so I'll show that too. But then you can go up here to pen and then you can change your color. I'm gonna do extra fine point red. And then duplicate. Oops. And then just place these wherever you want to put them. Just to add some more to the card. But I did want to do, and I forgot, I did move my maze over pretty far, is I wanted to do a border around it. Just like it looks like a stitch line. So let me go here, choose stitch to line. And it's gonna give me that here. Now I will show, move this out of the way here. I did do this on my other one, but this way you guys can, I'll show you and then show you what it looked like when I was done with it. But I really like the look of the stitched border drawn on. Just get it the length you want. Which looks good there. So you'll just duplicate, that way you have one for each side. Which my koala's in the way here, but we'll just put it there. And then we need top and bottom too, so we're gonna duplicate that. I'm holding shift and holding rotate, and then it stopped there at 90. So now what happens if we put this over here, here's what I want to show too with this, is if we put this over here and shrink it down to size, you can see the spacing is different, right? And you can't, this is only available in pen. I can't turn it to a cut, so there's no way I can even like slice it and cut off extra dots. But what I can do, I'm just gonna move this out of the way and delete, is I'm gonna duplicate this again, and I'm gonna keep that spacing because I want that spacing to stay the same. I'm gonna hold shift and rotate. And then we can bring it up. Now your spacing is gonna be okay, but as you can see, it's gonna be too long. So what I'm gonna do with that is go to contour. And then we're just gonna contour off all the pieces we don't need. I'm gonna do that again because for some reason when I do that it slides over and it's hard to see. Thanks, Jamie. All right. So, and these are little pieces to click on, so I was just, you can go ahead and click over here. Clicking on these ones is very, very difficult, but you can click over here, but you have to watch and see which one disappears, and this can be difficult. Okay, that was the third one from the bottom. That's the second one. Okay, 3 at the bottom. Nope, now that one's halfway up. So I just go through staring at like the ones oh, that one I might need gone. That one maybe? That one, okay. As you can see, these down here are grayed out so they won't show up because I contoured them. Oh, that was perfect actually. Yeah, that was the exact number I needed. So now I have the dash lines correct, and then I would just duplicate that for the bottom. And then you would select all and attach. That way it draws it on the card. You would also attach these red hearts here. So you would select the red hearts, choose this, and then hit attach. That way it knows to draw it on there. And then we also want to put our saying on here. And you could put, I thought of like Valentine, you amaze me. Something about I will follow you forever, or something along those lines. So you just go to text here. Oops. Go to text, and then I'm going to type Valentine. And as you can see, this is in writing form because I did. When I went and looked at my fonts, I went here and selected a writing font. And then what's also important is that you change it here because, oops, here it's in the style of writing, but it will usually be in regular, and that's where you want to switch that right there. Now I switch it to to regular, and you can see how it changed that font. It's double lines. Now not all fonts, even if you choose a writing font on some, not all fonts are like available in a single line. But to see if it is, you definitely want to be in the writing. And put like Valentine, and then go you. Valentine, you amaze me. How should you do the amaze? Should it be like A-M-A-Z, or should you just do like little a and then capital? That looks like an L to me so much. All right, let's try it. Big A-M-A-Z-E. But you do want to play with this with your little koalas and make sure you're not covering any of this up before you attach it. So you'll do the same thing with this and attach everything. Amaze me. My gosh, you could do a corn maze. Anybody ever made a corn maze card? And I was looking in Design Space to see if I found any mazes like this, and there's lots of maze cards where you're just like, it has like the printed maze and you're going through, but I really didn't see any that were done like this. Let's bring this to the front. So we have our little koala here. Bring her to the front. And then we have this koala here, which will start, and then you'll take them through the maze and then down to their partner, which I moved. When you do this, you really want to think about your lines. I probably wouldn't slice through until I should have took my koala on their little path. Because ideally you want the koala to come down the path and then link up with the heart. But I did do that. I'll show you the one that I did. So let's go ahead and save this. And then I'll show you the one I did earlier. Smiling koala. Card maze, here we go. I don't know why this zigzags here, but this here, and then I can bring this down. Send to the back. There we go. And I just really like this. This isn't part of my card, but I just, when I was looking for, I don't know what I was looking for, I seen this follow your heart that it writes, and I just thought that was so cute. So I might put that on the inside or something. I'll always follow my heart or follow your heart, you know. But I just thought that was cute. So then this is how I did it originally, and these little pieces here I did not cut out yet, so I have to go ahead, all the black pieces, which are the maze, I just need to weld together and then slice through the white, and then, but here I ungroup that so I can take her, and that way you can, she fits over here, and then you take her through the maze, then she comes down, and they should make their heart whole again. Thanks, Sue. Thanks, Lisa. But it's fun too. But I do, and then the other piece I need to make, which I just thought of right now, is I just want to take this square, well, rectangle. I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate that because I'm going to want to glue this to the back of this. That way you don't see the discs. So the spin and slide. So that will go behind that. But isn't it funny? So this is the one I did here. Maze is similar, but different. But you definitely want to think about how far over, that way you can have your koala come in into the next one and everything. But that is that. But I will be putting, so I made this on Tuesday. So I think I'll talk to Alex, but I believe I'll put it together Saturday. I'll talk to him. Maybe we could even do a duo thing where I assemble this and then he designs something maybe. Maybe we're in Zoom together. I don't know. But I'll talk to Alex and find out his schedule. And then we will go ahead and put this together on Saturday. So cute. But even my heart layout, isn't it funny? Like I said, you design something once, you go to do it again, and you're like, it's just, which is odd. You think if you do it twice, it'll get better, but sometimes your first try is the best. But I'll just go ahead and take all these pieces here. And like I showed before, I'm going to take this piece, hit this piece. I'm going to align the top. Then I'm going to go ahead and weld it. That way, if I align anything else, like say I align this and this, and I hit align to the left, that didn't really align to the left for me there. And then just weld all those. Oh, Mindy, that would be great. I'm jealous if you get to go back to the villages. I know I was looking at the weather forecast next week, and it was like some days it showed -5 for 2 days as the low. And I'm like, no. Nobody's ever ready for that. So join me Saturday, guys, and Friday. So we will be live Friday for image sets, and we do that at 2 p.m. Eastern. Thank all of you guys for joining me today, too. Oh, and Cricut does have right now, they have spend 100 on materials, get 15 off is going on. So if anybody needs more materials. Yeah, -5 in Indiana, Mindy. I mean, sometimes you get that polar vortex, and it was like, I don't know, -30 or something before. Yeah, it gets cold. It's been not as cold as normal, but it had the past several days it's been normal. Oh my gosh, Mindy, I'll take that. 76 degrees sounds perfect. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we will see you guys next time. Happy crafting, everyone. And toodles from Alex. Bye.